What's going on, y'all? Ghost Host here, and welcome to my top 5 tips to travel more effectively. First of all, welcome to my dorm. I am now in college, and it is almost the end of my first semester, which means I have nothing to do. I have like 2 weeks with nothing to do, so here I am making my first travel video. For those of you who didn't know, I am trying to become a travel influencer and do that because I am going into the tourism and hospitality industry, and that's what I'm majoring in. So I thought, why not, make use of my time and make these videos. One more thing before we start. If you didn't know, I went on a trip after I graduated with my friend Jordan and the boys, and we traveled through California from San Francisco all the way down to San Diego. And I just found the footage for it, and I have been editing it non-stop, and it is really fun. It's going to come out to be like an hour-long video. That'll come out December 30th, so keep in touch, and the way to keep in touch is to turn on notifications, like, subscribe, and yeah, feel free to comment and let me know what you think of this video. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the top 5 tips to travel more effectively. Number 5, eat at well-known holes in the walls or independent restaurants. Seriously, this is a really big one for me. I don't understand how people go on road trips or big trips places and they only eat at chain restaurants. Go there and eat at the holes in the walls or the independent businesses. You gotta support those. Look up in your local area what is like the best places to eat in the area that you're in. For example, when we were in California in San Francisco, we ate at this place called the Coffee Roastery. Really interesting place. It was really good. In San Diego, we ate at the famous restaurant in Old Town called Cafe Coyote. Try to stay away from your Applebee's and Red Lobster and McDonald's and Taco Bell. Like, it's not fun unless you guys are really just burnt out and that's what you really crave for. But try to eat at the holes in the walls and the independent businesses. Number 4, when finding a hotel to stay in, stick with a loyalty program to earn points. This is a really big one. Why not earn while you travel? You know what I'm saying? When you're traveling, stick with a brand. For example, I recommend Choice Hotels, and I'm not sponsored. Choice Hotels is really good. Well, I used to work for them, and so when I went on the California trip, I did get the employee discount, but they're really cheap. And if you live in the United States, there's a 100% chance that the area you're going to will have a Choice Hotel. It's like Ascend, Cambria, Comfort Suites, Sleep Inn, Quality Inn, all the stuff, Roadway Inn, Econo Lodge. You can get a lot of those if you go on a certain time under $100 a night. So it's really good, and I recommend those. And the point system is really well. For every $1 you spend, you get 100 points. So it's really good. I recommend you guys go to that. But yeah, and that goes for anything, not just hotels. That goes for, planes, metro, whatever travel you're taking. Stick with your loyalty program and use them only. And if you're traveling on a budget, like I said, especially for hotels, because that's where I specialize in, you're going to want to do Choice Hotels on a budget. It is really good. Number 3, know the area you are traveling to. So what's the point of traveling to a place and just staying in the hotel? Like, why not know the history behind it? Why not know, the local areas, the local customs, what's cool, what you should do in the area, what festivals might go on, what events happen? Why not learn that stuff? Like, for example, let's say you were traveling to Kyoto, Japan, and you went to go see the Temple of the Golden Pavilion called Kinkakuji. Well, instead of just going and looking at it and saying, wow, this is really cool, why not learn and know the backstory behind it? Like, the story behind it is a troubled young acolyte at a Buddhist temple who burns down the famous building because he himself cannot attain to its beauty. You're going to want to know things like that. It makes things a lot more fun and a lot more valuable when you know what it's been through and the history behind things. And like I said earlier, know the local customs, know what's cool to do. For example, if you were to go to New Orleans, Mardi Gras is a big deal and you might want to visit that. You're just going to want to know those things and just not go to the place to be there and just sit around, Go explore and be there and live in the moment. Number 2, learn how to negotiate. Everything is negotiable. That is a fact. Everything is very negotiable. Hotel rates, those are negotiable. Restaurant rates are negotiable. Clothes shopping is negotiable. Everything is negotiable, especially if you're doing independent businesses. Like if you were to go to a thrift shop, negotiate. Try to get things half price off. It's really easy if you just know how to talk to people and try to get a cheaper price. It's very easy. People are normally willing to bend if you talk to them enough. But yeah, it just makes things much easier for you. And it makes things a lot more fun. I think negotiating is a fun thing to do. And before we hit the number 1 spot, I just want to remind you guys to like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other ideas, please leave a comment down below. Anyways, let's get on to the number 1 spot. Number 1, be flexible on your itinerary. The number 1 thing that I learned, especially when I was traveling California. That was my first time traveling by myself with people, and you know, I was making the itinerary, I was in charge of everything. I was flexible on my itinerary. You're not gonna wanna cram a bunch of stuff into your itinerary, because I will be honest with you, a lot of times things don't work out the way you want it to. You know, getting places might take longer. Be more flexible. Allow yourself to have a lot of spontaneous time to do things you want to do. Like, I would leave, you know, 5 hours a day wherever we are to kind of just figure out what to do in the moment, instead of like, okay, we have to be here, we have to be there. It makes things a lot more fun, a lot more interesting, and you never know what can come up, and so you're gonna want to leave that available. And yeah, that is the end of the list. If you did enjoy this, once again, like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see y'all in another one, and keep an eye out for the California vlog. See ya.